Hey guys, so I've been talking about Smash Ultimate speculation for the main game, but what about the future that we know nothing about? What about DLC, downloadable content? Could it happen, and how could it be stylized? That's what this is going to be about. So I think for sure it's going to happen. That's it. And then let's just get right to how it'll be stylized since, like I said, there's nothing left to say there about if DLC is going to happen. So, the last time that we had DLC was for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, where we got things like Mii Fighter outfits, we got characters, stages. I think that was it for what you could buy, because it was all paid DLC. Now, I'm not sure if we will still be having Mii Fighter outfits. We haven't seen the option to give Mii's specific outfits and gear. That might have been taken out. It seems kind of strange, but who knows? So that would mean that we would only get things like new characters and new stages. So what are my theories for this? Well, I kind of have this strange feeling that we're going to get waves of DLC, and that these will all be in separate wave packs. This would mean like maybe each pack could have 3 characters, 2 stages, or 4 stages. Maybe like 2 of them could be new, and 2 of them can be returning stages, because there are still 17 stages that aren't back. I guess 15 technically. And then maybe each pack could be sold for like 20 bucks. Since you've got 4 characters, that's 12. Not the 4. 3 characters, that would be 12. If you're going off of Smash 4 prices, which was $4 a character. And then 4 stages, which was, what, $2 a stage? So that would make for $8. You add that up, and that's 20 bucks. So that seems reasonable for a good pack. But what do I think each of these will have? Well, first of all, I think we should just start small, start the stages. Or at least the ones that I could talk about here, before getting into characters. So I think that some new stages will coincide with the characters. So first of all, I think that the first pack, if this actually does happen, could possibly have all N64 stages. Not every single stage will be one, but I'm talking about, like, we'll probably get 2 or 3 N64 stages. No, because there's only 2 of them in. So I think we'll probably get the remainder 2. I don't think we're gonna get the what's that one called? Metal Mario or Meta Crystal, Metal Caverns. I don't know. It doesn't have a definitive name. It wasn't actually a real stage. It was just in the 1P mode. I was thinking of that as its own stage, but it's not. So maybe that could be one of the stages, but I think we're probably just gonna get Sector Z and Planet Zebes. And then maybe we could get, I don't know, maybe a promotional stage also, in case they only decide to go with one new stage for a newcomer, who I'm going to talk about very soon. As for the second wave, I feel like this would have 1 melee stage and 1 brawl stage. I think the melee stage would probably be Mute City, and that the brawl stage would be PictoChat. I don't think we're going to get Rumble Falls back. That stage really sucked. And then the last one would have 1 3DS stage, and one Wii U stage. I think that the Wii the Wii U stage, I think that would probably be Jungle Hijinks. Because like I said in the Missing Stages video, the cardboard theme was already added to all of the Yoshi stages, or most of them I think. Kind of giving them a crafty design, like what's seen in Yoshi's Crafted World and Yoshi's Woolly World. So I don't think we really need Woolly World back, and we have nothing representing modern Donkey Kong Country, so that would be pretty cool to see Jungle Hijinks return to represent that. Now the 3DS one, as much as I'd love to see Pac-Maze, even though that stage wasn't the best, but it's an original Pac-Man stage and not Pac-Land. I think that's probably just going to be Rainbow Road, just because of how big that is in Mario Kart, and we have a new Mario Kart game on the Switch. Well, technically it's just a port, but I do think that it is probably important enough to bring back. And then I think that the rest of the stages for each of these packs would be added for the character that, for a new franchise that's going to be represented in that pack from characters. So, who do I think these characters could be? Let's talk about Wave 1 first. Okay, here's my theory. There's going to be a Nintendo Direct, maybe in December after Smash Ultimate comes out, or maybe January. We're going to see an Excitebike race. You're going to think, oh, Excitebike, there's going to be a new Excitebike game for the Nintendo Switch. But then you see the Excitebike racer run over Mario. And then he turns around and you see Excitebike racer starts his engine or something like that. Showing that there are more characters coming to Smash Bros. Ultimate in the form of DLC. I think that's how they're gonna kick it off, by showing something that you wouldn't expect to be Smash Bros. But then it turns out, yes, it is Smash Bros. And I think that the best way to do that would be with a retro character, and I think that the only good Nintendo retro character left, like classic NES character, is the Excitebike racer. Now, I don't think people would want to pay for clones, Echo Fighters. Maybe if they do the same thing as Smash 4 where you could buy characters individually, maybe they'll bundle the character with their Echo Fighter. But if this is also Excitebike Racer, he'd probably need his own stage. So I don't think they'd want to make it that, because then it'd probably be even more expensive, like maybe a little over $10 just for that, for Excitebike Racer, his Echo Fighter, and the stage, which I think would just be called Excitebike Arena. So I think that's why they'd probably also just keep this in a wave, like a $20 wave that you pay for, and it gives you everything. And that would actually make sense for why there would be an Echo Fighter in there. It's like, okay, here's just a little added bonus that you can't take out of there. Now, who do I think this Echo Fighter will be? Mach Rider. I don't think Mach Rider really has that impact to be his own character, but it makes a lot of sense for him to be an Echo Fighter of the Excitebike Racer. Then maybe he can have a new Final Smash where he uses his gun, or just something like that. But I don't think he'd get in over Excitebike Racer. And then there would be one big character. And I think that big character would be Geno. Assuming that the last few characters are two more, which would be just going off of speculation here, say Lycanroc and Rex as an Echo Fighter. Then that would mean that they'd probably want Geno as a DLC character because of how requested he is, and how he couldn't make it into the main roster, and how much Sakurai wants him. So, yeah, it just makes a lot of sense for Geno to actually make his appearance in this game, and it would make a lot of sense for him to be DLC if he's not in the main roster. Would he get a stage? That's kind of iffy for me. I feel like it would either be a new Super Mario RPG stage, or it would just be a promotional stage. I'm not sure if Geno really needs his own stage, though. Now on to Wave 2. I think this one would start off with a more modern character to represent the Nintendo Switch, Springman. And then, what's his level called? Spring Stadium as his stage. Then he would also have an Echo Fighter. And yeah, of course, that would be Springtron. And of course, that would be Ribbon Girl. But then that leaves one more character. I feel like this would be another third-party character. And I feel like, you know what? Because of the because of one special person saying that he's actually on board for these characters to be in. Those characters being Banjo and Kazooie, and this man being Phil Spencer, the vice president of Microsoft. So yeah, I do think that he actually will be in as a DLC character. I don't think he will make it into the main roster, but I think Banjo and Kazooie will make it as a DLC character, and they'll have their own stage. Maybe like Spiral Mountain or something. And then that leaves the last wave. I think maybe there would be a direct, and they'd show the footage. It's the CG cutscene, but it's No More Heroes. Looks like No More Heroes. I'm sorry, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. So you're probably thinking, oh, what? Is this an update to Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes? Is it DLC for it? But then, like, it's a cinematic showing that he goes into a new video game world, because that's what he does in Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. And he's like, what kind of a world is this? And then he stands there shocked, as who comes in front of Travis? Mario. And probably some other characters like maybe Link and Inkling. Then you'd be like, oh my god, this is actually Smash Bros. And Travis is in as a DLC character. And then he would also have his own No More Heroes stage. I think that would be it would be kind of like how we got Cloud in a Nintendo Direct. And then afterwards, there was the announcement of the final DLC. Actually, just the final video presentation for Smash 4 in general. I feel like this would be what would happen here, but with Travis instead. And then a new Echo Fighter, maybe a popular character like Shadow or Ken. But then there would be one more character, and I think this would be a fan-requested character. I don't think this would be a ballot. I think this would be more of a poll. I think because I feel like each of these waves would get a direct. So I think in the Wave 1 direct, they would probably announce this poll, where it has all these video game characters. Maybe you could also put in other, and it could be monitored. So if it's a dumb choice or a troll choice, they could just get rid of it. So that'll be the announcement for it. And then for the Wave 2 Direct, they would probably say, okay, we have most of the results in, and we have the last few characters, so you can vote for one of these characters. You would use probably your Google account or something, maybe your My Nintendo account or something, I don't know. Just throwing some random ideas out there. And you'd only have like a week or two to vote because there's a significant less amount of characters. And then they would probably hide the results for a while. But then in this final direct, they would show off who won. And then afterwards, the results would no longer be hidden, and you'd see how each of the characters did. I think this would be a great improvement from what Smash 4 did. And I think this would just work out really well. So those are just my ideas for DLC. Maybe I'm completely wrong and we won't get waves. Maybe it'll be exactly like Smash 4. Who knows? I'm just here having some fun, throwing my ideas out there. What are your ideas? Let me know in the comments below. And stay tuned for a very big rant that will probably piss off a lot of viewers.